rule out that something is not wrong with her physically and what caused that behavior. The child began having nightmares, screaming at night, talking about strange things. He cannot sleep at night. Children who begin operating at night. We're talking about a little 7-year-old girl child I can think of now. And at night, what she does, she wakes up 7 years. She washes her underwear at night because there's a funny smell. She plucks her eyebrows at night. She does, she draws pictures of men naked, women naked, I love you and hula. That is a red flag.
I think one of the things for me that kind of throws itself at you more often is how a female child may just suddenly bloom. You will suddenly see that her shape has just changed. She's filling out, her bust or maybe a lot bigger. Sometimes there's a change in her complexion, the complexion of her face, and that could be related to the stress, it could be related to the activity, it could be related to some of the anxiety. So I think you look at their bodies. You also then look at their body language in terms of how they move, how they sit, how they behave around certain people, especially when they withdraw themselves and they don't want to be in someone's company. Please observe what the child is saying through their isolation and their withdrawal.
Maybe if my child comes home and the child is uncomfortable with me bathing him or her to look for signs, it might be that something has happened. Or the child is suddenly begging and stealing, food only. What's that? Or the child is always unkempt. Why, for example, the child does not want me to take his or her clothes off tonight? Did something happen that I was not aware of? Or I'm detecting the smell. It's not normal on my child. So should I investigate a little further to find out what is happening? And once I detect something that it's not normal, where do I go with that? How do I treat it?
Treating a child with dignity and respect means that I have to behave in a different way that I usually behave. Giving the child the opportunity to speak and to say their mind, and me listen to that child and take them seriously, or may even say sorry to that child, is like a foreign language. Much less protecting a child from people who target them to exploit them sexually, parents who do not always take their responsibilities as seriously as they should, but they leave their children in the house and go about their business. Yes, some go to work, but not everybody goes to work. Some go about their business and don't come back for nights, for days, for weeks. Sometimes they leave them up in the house and they go to a different country and work, and sometimes they might remember to send back money, and sometimes they don't. So when we speak of children, we need to help our children be emancipated. Let's treat our children with dignity and respect. That's what we need to do.
Voices of Abused Children ends just outside Dominica's capital, Roseau. Throughout this documentary, we juxtapose the voices of professionals and children with the faces of children from Antigua, Dominica, and St. Vincent. We certainly hope that you looked at them. UNICEF, Christian Children's Fund, and Caribbean Support Initiative Bernard Van Leer Foundation appreciate all the professionals who participated in this project. A few notes. We certainly hope that children now know that they should report a case. We certainly hope that parents now understand that they have a responsibility to report, and they know the line of reporting. The same for teachers. As for mothers, we provided you with a few tips. Remember that your child has a right to be protected. Sometimes we listen to them, and the sadness in the voices of the victims indicated to us clearly that there was need for protection from mother and father, from all parents, family, and community. Children are the substance of heaven. This is Steinberg Henry.